Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a short video on my Mortal Kombat 9 arcade. Got Vlad at Game On Graphics to design my artwork. Kind of wanted to go with the realistic characters. But anyway, he did an amazing job. Did some checker plate aluminum, kind of set it off a little bit, you know, give it that, I don't know, just sets it off, makes it look nice. Did some side art for the control panel. It's supposed to be, I don't know, somebody designed it. It's like supposed to be smoke. I mean, I know I don't look like really the character on Mortal Kombat, but it's got the dragon logo on the back. I thought it looked pretty sick. Marquee, it's lit up. It's kind of hard to see with it being so bright, but it looks nice. Took the coin doors out because this is not actually JAM or anything. You know, they never did make a JAM arcade for Mortal Kombat 9. It was just on the consoles, so I ended up just using a Xbox. I actually have an arcade CRT makvision monitor tri-mode monitor. It's flat screen. I had to change the bezel out, which that's pretty nice. Only thing is down here there's like a 2-inch gap. I just filled it in with the checker plate aluminum. I'm going to put some screws in it to fasten it up, and I'll actually have to cut my glass a little bit too because I'm going to let it sit actually on top of this instead of down in here. But actually it slides up inside there, so it should hold it pretty good. If anything happens, I might actually bought me another small piece of trim of aluminum across the top or something, maybe to hold it, you know, as a bracket. But anyway, Xbox looks really nice. I used the Xbox Mortal Kombat fight stick, which I hated to buy a new controller, and the only way to get these out, which I thought you may be able to undo it from the back, but you gotta completely take the plexiglass off, just demolish the controller, man, to get these out, because it's actually the select and start, you know, the power button. I think one of them is trigger button, left trigger, and maybe right or left button, I can't remember. But then I had to, and these, it's actually a Killer Instinct 2 cabinet, and these top pieces have a big thick piece of sheet metal on top that have threaded little bolts that are factory fastened to these. I guess they're spot welded or something in there, but anyway, I wanted to kind of keep that, so the only way to get the start button in there, because see, you actually have all your wiring to your buttons and whatnot hanging below. And heck, the joysticks and everything bolted right up to the factory holes, so they're pretty close to original, you know, arcade parts. But anyway, this actually goes up from the bottom and fastens to the. I actually had to cut a big chunk out of the original arcade control panel, and they're the same thicknesses as the joysticks, and I had to fasten it. I'll do another video and show you how I did all that, but I mean, like you said, you can't tell, you know, you can't tell the difference. I did a really good job on it. But anyway, I was putting the only art I really messed up on was this. I put it on there, and it was out of line coming down the side. I mean, just barely. I'm not picky about stuff, but, and I went to take it back off, and when I did, you can kind of see it. I creased it, so I wasn't happy with that. But once I get my new piece in, get my buttons fastened and everything, I'll have to get me a piece of Lexan cut and try to Dremel it out again. It was so freaking hard, man. I know it don't look like much, but, and then getting the daggum adhesive to come wrap around kind of in the back. That's why I got these in from the front. I've never seen anybody do an arcade like this. I've seen them kind of have some, you know, not so good quality arcades, you know, just use a TV or something. But I actually want to take an old arcade and you know, turn it into a stinking Mortal Kombat 9, you know. And on this side I have Melina, you know, instead of having Sub-Zero on both sides, I did, you know, I thought it'd be cool to do a girl and a guy. And I got the checker plate aluminum on it. And also, instead of using the factory speakers, which I think is kind of cool too, you can kind of look and see the light coming through there, so when it's dark at night, I don't know, it just gives it this kind of creepy look. But I actually got a Sony surround sound in there with the larger speakers up here, and when you crank this thing up, it's like, you can hear it through the whole freaking house, man. It's awesome. Sounds really nice. I don't have a whole lot of, you know, I'm not really good with wiring and everything. It's got, like I said, it's got all the JAMA wiring and everything in here. I kind of took it out of the clips, and I was using this, you know, the power supply and whatnot and everything, but I ended up plugging a power strip into this. I never really messed with these much. I'm new to the whole kind of electronic wiring, whatnot, schematics and voltage and all that. But anyway, got my Xbox surround sound. Anyway, I run my wiring and stuff up through the top to my speakers. I mean, they're not fastened in there, they're just kind of set in place of the old ones. But anyway, I ended up plugging my strip into here. They have a little outlet on the side. Not sure what, I don't know if it overheated or what, but I was sitting there cooking supper and noticed that it just shut off when I looked in here and my power supply wasn't on. I unplugged it, let it cool off for a little while, and then plugged it back up, and it still didn't do anything. So I ended up just cutting the power supply that went into the box here. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Like I say, it's just got a plug over here, and then you got a fusible link, and I don't know. I mean, I don't really see no capacitors, or I don't really know exactly what this is. I don't know, man. I'm new to all this. I know that's your power supply. It's the power supply. I guess it's the one that comes in the original arcades. But let's see. You can see my buttons and joysticks and stuff, and how I got the wires that actually plug up to the arcade stick running down to the Xbox. Anyway, they work. Like I said, I just got to get my other overlay piece and get my Lexan cut and dremeled out, and then finally get all that fastened in. Like right now, I just don't have a left button and a right button and left trigger and start and select, so it's kind of hard. I can't really look at my fatality moves and all that. But anyway, that's my makvision 29-inch tri-mode monitor. Well, it looks really nice. And they say you cannot fit a 29-inch monitor in a 29-inch cabinet, but that is crap. I mean, it is super close. I mean, see, it's just touching right here. I can't even lock my back panel. I'm gonna have to run some screws or something in there. Maybe dremel that off or something. I mean, I might could do that. I kind of like to have it as factory as possible. I don't like, you know, like I said in particular, I don't like things looking really jankety. And then also my brackets that hold the monitor in, the bottom ones were fine. I could use them the way they were. But the top ones, I had to flip around upside down to modify them and drill the holes, keep them the same angle and everything. And but it worked out really nice. Fits in there snug. I mean, that monitor is freaking heavy, man. And trying to kind of fit it off in their caddy corner, and whew. But anyway, I might clean this up a little bit, and I don't know. I'd really like to keep the original harness in here. I mean, if I ever decided to go back JAMA, which I don't think I will. If anything, I might put a PlayStation 4 in here, or, you know, maybe they'll come out with another Mortal Kombat game when the PlayStation 4 and Xbox comes out, you know, and then I could just kind of keep it. Really don't have a Mortal Kombat, you know, 1, 2, or 3 or anything like that. I'm sure they'll end up having the same characters on anything, but just want to show y'all this, man, and see how it turned out. It looks really nice. And then over here, I actually have my JAMA, which I actually got Vlad to design some of this. I just put a Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 marquee. It's got a makvision 25-inch monitor in it, which looks really nice. It didn't have the bezel in here. Somebody had made a wood piece bezel around whatever this cabinet is. It's not a dedicated cabinet, but I put the run buttons up there, cut new Lexan for it, because put the front art on there. Kind of told them what I wanted, and they come up with it, which worked really well. I got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, 4, and Killer Instinct all in this one cabinet. And I got the Raiden side art. That was one of my favorites growing up when I was younger. Only thing is I couldn't really give him well, I just didn't go about it right. First time I ever put side art on, ordered it and put it on myself, in which it turned out really nice. I just really wanted to make it bigger to where it cut this out, you know. But anyway, I ended up leaving it in there. So I might put, you know, a Mortal Kombat name or something, maybe to come up here and, I don't know, I'll do something. That's the only thing I'm not happy about. But it's got a 6-in-1 switcher in it. which I had at first. This is my first arcade cabinet I did, which it looks pretty nice, man. But between the two, I mean, I just got done with this one yesterday, and I've got a crap ton of money in it, and time. Don't look like much. I might clean up the inside a little bit, but pretty much satisfied with it. I've just always been a big Mortal Kombat fan, and now I got all the JAMA ones here, the Mortal Kombat 9 one here, and maybe in the future, you know, if they come out with something else, I can use the same cabinet. But I just wanted to show y'all that. There's my back piece panel. Sorry for the mess in the house, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. Between watching a kid and having him every night and my wife working every night, it's kind of hard for me to do anything. But that's my back panel. And there she is. Hope y'all like it. Y'all can comment, or if you have any questions, just hit me up, man. This is really my first video I ever posted on YouTube, so, but I figured I'd let y'all check it out. I thought it looked pretty nice. Only thing left I might do is, I did not, which you can kind of see it blending in here. I tried to put citrus strip and acetone and everything in there, and you know, it's got some flaws behind it here and there, you know, which you could probably still, there's some of it's bubbles, but I tried to take the side art off, man. I did days, about a week or two, to, you know, trying everything, and I even took a flat wheel disc and hit it, you know, hoping that would knock it off, and it did. It was just so time consuming. I got a really fine grit sanding pad on a electric sander and hit it, and it smoothed the edges off, you know, pretty good. But I mean, it does have some flaws behind it here and there, but I mean, overall, you know, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. You know, it looks pretty good. But like I said, some where I sanded and I painted it, and they say, you know, you can paint where it'll stick. I mean, it's stuck, you know, but it's just, I just figured one day it might end up start kind of peeling off a little bit. So I might get me some channel, paint it solid black, you know, and cut it off at the angle of that and run it down at least to my checker plate. And just fasten it with some screws. That way she'll be there forever. But anyway, let y'all check it out, man. Hope y'all like it. And like I said, if you got any questions or want to give me a thumbs up or something, heck, man, I'd appreciate it. I don't know if it's something to do. I've always been in the arcades growing up, but I think it turned out really nice. But we'll talk to you later. Thanks.